Hey guys, Dewey here from ZipTac. I've just got my bag here. I just camped out last night. I just wanted to go through my bag and show you guys what I keep in here. Ready. So on the outside, it's a Condor Titan, which is a really good bag. I really like it. There's a couple of little things I would change if I was designing it, but overall it's a really good bag. So on the outside I keep my GPS, which depends on where I'm going, whether or not I need that, but it's always handy to have. You can always find your way home. I've got on the outside here, which I don't always have with me, is just a GoPro with a tripod. I keep my Shimag here on the outside. Shimag's really good for a lot of different things, obviously. One thing the first time I used it for last night was as like a pillowcase. So I just wrapped my pillow in the Shimag, which just makes it a bit more comfy with the inflatable pillow. A few carabiners on the outside, and that's it for the outside of the bag. Let's go into the top here. What have I got? Got my little UST knot tying cards. They're a bit of fun just to try different knots and stuff like that. I'm starting to learn a few of them now, so that's pretty good. I don't always need the cards. And I've got a little Mozzie net, which is just a head net, Cedar Summit one, tiny, weighs nothing. Use that, and if they get really bad. There we go. Then in the front here, the front pocket, we have Nightcore headlamp, so NU30, good little rechargeable headlamp, nice and compact, lightweight. A few different lengths of cordage that I use for different things. There's a cool thing I actually did last night. Actually, I might do a separate video on that anyway. And K-Bar spork, which is my eating utensil. It's got the little knife and the spork. Pen, easy enough. I got something to go with the pen. Notebook, which is just a little Write in the Rain notebook. They're just some water bags, which basically you can use them for collecting and storing water. They roll up really small, so there's 2 bags there, 1 litre each. Got my compass. I probably don't really need that with the GPS here, and where I am I don't need it, but it's just got a spot in the bag anyway. I think that's it for the front pocket. Now, I'll go through these side pockets here. This is my little food pocket. I've got a few Shots energy bars, which are just different flavoured bars. They're really good. They're easy, easy to keep in there. You can keep them as long as you want, or they'll last months and months without expiring. And that's another one, is a Shots energy gel, which is just like a high complex carb gel. I don't use them very often, but it's just a good little extra to have in there if you need it. And then also I have some, these are just the Chinese emergency rations, which are basically just like a sugary palm oil biscuit. They're pretty nice. They actually taste pretty good. They're just in there as a little extra. And then there's a couple more biscuits from an open packet as well. So that's what they look like when they're opened up. That's that side pocket. See what we've got over here. This is my little first aid kit. I won't go right into the contents of that. It's pretty basic. Just a few bandages, band-aids, alcohol wipes and stuff like that. It's pretty simple. That's my Exotac lighter sleeve with the Bic lighter, which is really good. It's good for if you can actually hold the gas on. If I get it going, I won't do it now, but you can hold the gas on with that and not have to hold it down and burn your thumb, which is handy. And then along with that I have my fire kit, which is just this one's basically just a fire striker, some little pieces of fat wood and a magnifying lens, and that obviously goes with the lighter as well. That's it for that side pocket. So what this bag has is, down the bottom here separates from the top. You can zip in the middle and join it all up if you want, but I like to use that as a separate compartment just for my tent and sleeping gear. So we'll go through that. Oh, there's also a water bottle in there, so that's a 750ml water bottle. That is my tent, which is a 2-man, I think the brand is Vango. It's a really good tent. I'm considering upgrading it to the Mantis 2, which I used recently, which we have in the shop as well, but I've had this for years and I do like it. It's a good tent. We got that, just fell out. So that is my pillow, which is the little Cedar Summit inflatable pillow, which is what I wrapped with the Shimag last night, made it a bit better. That's my sleeping mat, which is the Cedar Summit ultra light insulated, regular size, really compact, and it's really comfy. And there's something that I tried for the first time last night with that was, that's a sheet to put over it, which helps with noise, and in summer it's just, you don't get so sweaty. Really good. First time I used it last night and I absolutely loved it. I won't be going without that again. That's awesome. And that's just my towel, my little Cedar Summit pocket towel, which is actually pretty big. That's as big, as big as you need for a towel out in the bush. Use it for everything. Really good. Alright, so that's your bottom compartment there. So you can see how in there it's separated. That does zip open if you want to. Alrighty, main compartment. Let's get that open. Alright, life's essentials, toilet paper. You need that everywhere you go. Oh, that's from the sheet, the little instruction that came with it, because it was the first time I'd used it. My gloves, which are some mechanics gloves. These ones are a bit worn now, but I do have a lot of different gloves, but they're just the ones I chucked in. Tissues. My knife, which is the little K-Bar Mini, USMC Mini. That's just a bandana. I don't always keep them with me, but sometimes they're good to lay out, like I've done with the Shimag here for photos and videos. That's my sleeping bag, which is an old one of mine because I couldn't find it, other one, but it's a out of Oztrail Micro Smart, which goes to 5 degrees, but that's tiny, it's compact, really good. The last camping trip before this one I didn't even bring a sleeping bag, it was just too hot, but I'm glad I did last night. It got a bit chilly. What else have we got in here? That is my Pathfinder kit, which is the bottle kit. Sometimes I generally prefer the canteen kit, but I'm just trying out the bottle one. I haven't really used it much. So that's got your stove, cup, and then the bottle, which is a 1 litre bottle. Yeah, 1 litre bottle for that. That's the lid and the bottle hanger for that. There is actually, the bottle hanger is no good to me. I can't light a fire out here at the moment anyway. There's a solid fuel fire band, another bandana. Alrighty, so this is my cooking kit, which is very simple today. A little pot, quite simple, little aluminium pot. That's the gas for the stove. And here's the tiny little stove, which packs up really small, really simple. This one packs up so small it doesn't even have an igniter on it. You've got to use a fire striker or a lighter to light it, but it doesn't make that, it's not that much of a hassle. So yeah, that's a really good little setup. There's heaps of different stoves like this. They all work pretty well as long as you keep them out of the wind. It's easy to make a little wind block if you need to, with rocks and sticks and whatever you need to do. So that's a good little kit. Basically all I'm going to do with that is boil water for food, which is, I already had dinner last night, but I have one more meal in here. which is a backcountry chicken tomato Alfredo. It's one of my favourite of the backcountries. And then just a tin of tuna as well as a little extra. That is actually my tent poles as well, so they don't fit down the bottom. So I've just got the side opened up so they can actually go through the top all the way down to the bottom, which is a handy feature with this bag, being able to separate it but still get stuff down there if you need to. Last thing I think is my water purification kit, which is a Sawyer Mini, which has another bottle, so that's a 750ml flexible bottle, which is good for collecting water for purification. That's the little syringe for back flushing and cleaning out the filter, and that is the little straw, and of course the filter itself, which is the Sawyer Mini. These are really good little quality filter. There's a fair few different similar ones out there now, but yeah, that's a good one. Alright guys, I think that's... oh no it's not, what else have we got in here? The important bits. Snake bite kit. Definitely need this pretty much anywhere in Australia, especially this time of year. You know, summer, even coming into autumn now, but yeah, definitely important. So that's along with my first aid kit, which has a bandage or two in there as well. And that's definitely it now guys, that's all my gear. So this is, the Titan is a 40 litre bag, all that fits in here pretty easily. The only other thing I carry with me is I've got this Pathfinder bag, which just has my camera gear in it. And I'm carrying my little stool that I'm sitting on as well, which is a little tripod lightweight stool. So yeah, there we go guys, that's everything. Thanks for watching, checking out the gear. Let me know if there's anything else that you guys think should be in here, things I've got that I don't need. Cheers guys.